Hello. So these are kind of getting close to the finish here of these cards that were submitted by teenagers to at a teen retreat called Impact, and it's from City Gospel Mission. And so, kind of getting close. By the way, these are really amazing questions by teenagers, but it can be used for adults. I mean, answers could be the questions are so good they're for adults and children alike. Let me just read this one. It says, "If God knows what's going to happen." And that was it. Like, if God knows what's going to happen, I guess we could say different endings here. That's interesting. So let me take a stab at, if God knows what's going to happen, why does he do it anyway? Why does he have sin enter, the devil enters, etc., etc.? I've answered this before, but that's okay. I'm going to take a shot at it again. I'm going to use a board here. And I'll do this. If God knew what was going to happen, why did he do it? Because that doesn't mean he can't enjoy his kids getting people saved and even dying for the cross and all that, so they can have a relationship with them. For example, I mean, we are very limited in knowledge, but if I had kids, I know certain things are going to happen, but it's worth me going with that child and living life with that child. But God allowed everything to happen. If we do a quick timeline, I've done this before, and you have the beginning of time here. This is Adam and Eve and all. This is the end of time. There's only a space of, who knows, I don't know, it could be suggested. If you take the genealogies and add them up, it's possibly 6,200, 300, I don't know, up so far. Or what? No, not so far, but what it says in the Bible. So let's say there's 7,000. I don't know, 7,500. People may say 10,000, all that, but that's not an important thing here. And then you have God sitting over all of it. He's like watching it all, and he has that wonderful desire to have a deep, intimate relationship with you, with me, so that we could be his kids. Even though he knows who's going to choose him, who isn't. You know, it's still worth it to have so many, like, different ones. I think he would have done it personally. This is crazy, but maybe he would have done it if he just had one and everybody else would have rejected him. I mean, that may not be true, but it's possible in the great heart of a loving father. And he is a father. Nobody's like a father like him, but I'll tell you what, he's a great father. He wants that relationship with one kid so he can just bless them and just be benevolent to him and generous to him and make him happy. And he enjoys to see his kids happy. So to enjoy that one person. But of course he has a lot more than that. But the point is, you know, what was it? If God knew what's going to happen, why did he allow it to all happen? Because it was worth that relationship for those children who were who were going to be saved and all. And he also wanted to absolutely destroy sin, like put it down. And the way he did that was on a cross 2,000 years ago, where the sin of all the past and even from the cross to nowadays, all the future from the cross, all this, he decided because of the cross, he destroyed it. He destroyed its power. He took care of all the past sins, all of it, and he won the hearts of his creatures. Like, he's forever won my heart. I totally love him forever. I trust him completely because he showed how deep his love is, and without sin and evil and all, we'd never know how far he would go, and yet he pardons even the wretched of the wretches, the most wretched. He definitely forgives me for all my nonsense and foolishness and naughtiness and evils and everything is crazy. So it's all worth that. I think that answers the question. It's a great question, although I didn't get the finish of it. But I hope that gives you a feeling of what God has done for us. Anyway, God bless you. And if you want to write a question, if you want to make comments, or maybe you want to take that question and do a different ending. If God knew what's going to happen, if he knew what's going to happen, and then fill it out with another question, blah, 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 and maybe I'll try and tackle that one. All right, God bless you.